This guide explains how to configure auto-action labels and assignees in xDome. There are 3 types of auto-actions: devices, vulnerabilities, and alerts. By automating these processes, administrators ensure that new devices, vulnerabilities, or alerts matching set criteria are promptly labeled and assigned, eliminating manual effort. From the Devices menu, click Device Auto-Actions. In the upper right corner, click Add Rule. Input a descriptive name for the new auto-action rule. In this case, the auto-action rule name will be High Risk PLC. Select a device attribute to match. You may select more than one here. We'll choose Risk Score. Click on the Select Values drop-down. You can scroll down the list to select your value or use the search bar. If desired, you may select multiples. In this case, we'll check 2 values, critical and high, for our rule, which will filter out the high-risk PLC devices. When needed, you can add more device conditions to your rule. Here, we added a second condition for the device type. Use the Device Auto Labels drop-down to select what labels to apply to devices that match the above conditions. You may scroll down the list to select one or more labels or utilize the search function. You can also click Manage Labels to add a new label. Check the boxes next to the labels you wish to apply. In the same section, you can select Auto Assignees. These assignees can be people or groups. You can scroll down the list to choose your value or use the search bar. Check the boxes next to the assignees you wish to apply. You can add auto labels, auto assignees, or both for each rule. When done, ensure that Enable Rule after applying is checked and click Apply. After creating your rule, you will see it in the Auto Action Rules table. You can click the number under Total Matching Devices to see all of the devices that meet the matching conditions. Next, to create a Vulnerability Auto Action, under the Risk menu, select Vulnerability Auto Actions. Click Add Rule. Input a descriptive name for the new Auto Action Rule. In this case, the Auto Action Rule name will be High Risk Vulnerabilities. Click Select Attribute. For this rule, any attribute from the Vulnerabilities table can be used. We will use the CVSS v3 base score. Click Select Values. You can scroll down the list to select your value or use the search bar. You may select multiples if desired. In this case, we'll check 2 values, critical and high, for our rule. You can also further adjust your matching conditions by choosing device attributes. In this example, we'll select Category, and then OT devices under the Values section. You can also further adjust your matching conditions by choosing Device Vulnerability Pairs. In this case, we added Vulnerability Relevance with all values selected. As before, we can select a label from the list or create a new one, and assign this rule to either people or groups. When done, ensure that Enable Rule after applying is checked and click Apply. As before, we can see the number of vulnerabilities that meet our matching conditions, and click through to a filtered view of the vulnerabilities table. Last, to create an Alert Auto Action, from the Alerts menu, select Alert Auto Actions. Click Add Rule. As in the previous examples, we give our rule a descriptive name. In this case, the rule name will be PLC Recalls. Choose the relevant alert class. You can choose from Custom Alerts, Device Change Alerts, OT Activity Alerts, or Predefined Alerts. For this example, we'll use a predefined alert. Specify the type of alert. We can create our rule based on any of the predefined alerts we have available to us. For this example, we will focus on end-of-life device alerts. Now we will select our device conditions. Any attribute from the Devices table can be used. For this example, we will once again select Category, and then OT devices. As in the previous examples, we will select our labels and assignees. When done, ensure that Enable Rule after applying is checked and click Apply. Once your rule is created, you can click through to a custom filtered view of the alerts table. This guide covered setting up auto action rules, selecting attributes, assigning labels, and configuring custom attributes in the xDome platform. Thank you for watching.